Welcome back to Out of the Box, the thinking blog. I'm your host and transformational life teacher, Anthony Thomas. I'm also the CEO of Real Way. We've been talking a lot about flip the script. And the purpose of really covering this topic in depth is for you to understand who truly has the power. We're in an economic time right now where a lot of people feel hopeless. They feel that, despite their best efforts, they're unable to acquire the job or career that they want. And some people are in a position right now where it's difficult to take care of their families. I want you to understand one thing. While the majority of us are sitting at home on our butts and not doing anything, the true nature of their wealth is on the inside of them. It's in their talent, it's in their ability, and it's in their skill. What Flip the Script really teaches is for us to really start to think about who we are and the power that we possess on the inside. The creativity that we have, the level of talent that we have, and how to use that and cultivate that and develop something that inspires them, motivates them, and ultimately turns them into the person they were created to be, so that now they can bring in the financial support and financial assistance that they're looking for to take care of their families. Because remember, your talent or your gift will make room for you. And your gift has wealth attached to it. And a lot of people don't know this, because what a lot of people do is they'll go work for an employer and they will sell their talent and they sell their gift for wages. So why is it that when a lot of people right now are unemployed, they cannot see how to do the exact same thing that they were doing then now? It happens sometimes because a lot of people are just truly unaware of who they are and the power that they possess on the inside. So Out of the Box is one of those blogs that helps people to think, and it helps people to uncover exactly who they are. I was speaking with a friend of mine today, and we were talking about how success is created, which leads to today's wisdom tip, which is there is no shortcuts to hard work. Success is only created when the competencies and characteristics which create success is apparent or is present. And what do I mean by that? I cannot do anything that's not on the inside of me. A lot of people fall short in wanting to acquire success because they have a passion, they have a goal, they have a desire, they have a dream, and they run out and they start doing it. So in essence, they may have a dream to start their own business. So they get a business license and they start buying supplies and they start getting everything together and they start making flyers and they're putting all this time and effort to their dream, which is nothing wrong with that. But we both know that in order to produce success, there are certain characteristics and competencies that have to be present in the successful person in order for the right behaviors to be created that's going to help them to go from a state of passion to a state of reality, which means when they go from just having a passion of their goal to the reality of actually living their dream and can physically see the existence of their company. So what I'm saying to you today is this right here. It's nothing wrong with being passionate. Passion is great. It's great. It's awesome. But the problem comes in when a lot of people that do not possess the right characteristics and competencies go out and they start spending all this money. They start spending all their time and their effort in the area to jump out, and then they jump out into it. They start doing it only to run out of gas. See, success requires, like I said, certain characteristics and competencies. And one of those characteristics or competency, however you want to look at it, is perseverance. If a person does not have perseverance, then they won't make it through those rough patches that's required for them to make it through in order to get to their success place. You see, the Bible says, although I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. See, when you first start a business, it's going to come to a point where it looks like it's going to be over. Where it looks like the amount of clients that you envisioned that you were going to have when you was initially passionate about it, they aren't coming. It's going to look like you're not going to make it. You see what I'm saying? The thing about it is that when that happens, fear comes in. That's why he says, although I walk through the shadow of the valley of death, I will fear no evil. You see, the great thing about it is that when we develop the right competencies and the characteristics to be successful, then we won't fear anything that comes at us once we start progressing toward the developing our business, because the thing that destroys fear is knowledge. And you will have the right knowledge base required to know that not only can I start my business, but I have a plan. I have a destination. I have it all mapped out on how I'm not just going to start, but I'm going to go from passion to reality. From start to finish. From imagination to actuality. It's in the world. It's created. From an intangible to a tangible. And when we come to understand that, then we will we will put together the right strategy first. See, folks, the right strategy is learning. You have to learn. Even though you're passionate, you have to learn what it's going to take. You have to count up the costs. For what king goes to war against another king without counting up the cost to make sure that he has sufficient means to win the war? See, we'll go to war against ourselves without making sure that we have sufficient means to win. So what do I mean about war against ourselves? Whenever a person has a dream or desire or goal to do something, and they make a decision to move on it, what is not recognized in the initial stage is that really what they just did was they declared war on themselves, because it's going to require them to change in order to accomplish their goal. So they got to understand that, so oftentimes people are stuck in their own comfort zones. It's going to cause you to have to fight through your comfort zone. Fight through the area that you feel more comfortable in. You're going to have to fight through that area in order to get to the other side so that you can continue to progress toward the development and the creation of your dream. So I say all that to say this. What profit a man or a woman to start a business, put all their resources into it, work diligently in the beginning, only to fall short of their dream? That's my thought. What's yours? Let me know. Thank you.